Now let's talk about your character, Forrest. He's an FBI agent. He does get to shoot some guns, but I think overall he was kind of left out of the action.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't get a lot of wounds. Did you kind of feel like you got a little left out there?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're just dealing with like searching for him in this one room. We're getting more and more frustrated as we're trying to find him. All the real action was happening in the town with these guys. So.
Even though you and Arnold are connected throughout the entire film and you're speaking over the phone, was it a little disappointing only having one scene with Arnold at the end?
Well, you know, it was a nice scene, I think, that Ji-woon did for the movie. I mean, it was simple, and it was like me, like, you know, congratulating and like giving respects. I think that's very nice. You know, like these two guys who haven't like seen each other, and I've been ragging on him in a way. I mean, pushing at him for the whole movie, and then all of a sudden that little thing happens. No, I think it was nice.
Now, it was his first major role since he became governor of California. How do you guys think he did for his comeback?
I think it turned out really well.
I think the fans are going to be pleased. I think they're going to really, like that. I think that there's something special about this role because there's something about the way that he carries himself and the way he brings humanity to this character, that he really doesn't take himself so serious, and he makes fun of it. And I think that's great because that's vulnerable, and people connect and relate to that. And he's still, pretty much a badass as far as like, action. So, you got a twofer, like they say.
I wanted to ask you about your character. He ends up driving a school bus in Somerton. Did you have to get certified to drive the bus?
No, I mean, believe me or not, I've drove a bus before. It wasn't my job, but I've drove a bus before. And I told the producer, I'm like, I can't do this. So they tested me. They brought everybody together. They made an announcement. We're gonna try now. The actor is gonna get the bus. It's gonna take from point A to point B. Da 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 da. I did it. I got approved, and then I did. The first, the big part of the scene. I drove.
That's cool. Impressive.
It was cool.
Yeah,
really
cool.
Impressive. Now going back to your character, he gets in trouble for drinking a little too much.
Yeah. I
think other things.
Yeah. Well, he's trouble. He's a little lost in life. He's a former veteran. He went to war and he got back. Really messed up, and he's just trying to readjust, and he's having a hard time. But the beauty of it is that Owens, Arnold's character, gives him an opportunity to do something right. Yeah, to redeem himself. And he really appreciates that, and he goes for it, and it's nice because he has this little journey where he's gonna kind of like start to believe himself, get back his confidence.